What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Dgotsauce, and I'm back with another live stream video, a pre-recorded live stream video. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We finally hit one of our goals that we've been trying to hit for so long. We hit that 1K, man. We hit that 1K. Thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support, all the comments, all the heat, all the feedback, everything that you guys do, everything that you guys say, the likes you guys leave, the viewership. If you even just a person who just tuned in one time and you liked what you saw but you didn't even subscribe, you just viewed the video. I appreciate every single one of you guys and women that tune into this show. You guys make the show an amazing show. You guys make the videos amazing videos. And I love reading the comments. I love engaging with the people. And I love understanding people's stories at the same time. We at 1K, man. We at 1K. And as much as I want to celebrate, as much as I say, you know what, man, I finally hit that goal that I've been working so hard to get. I mean, I can't tell you how long it's been since I've been doing YouTube. And, I started off with the usual stuff, the prank videos, blase, blase, blah, turned it into basketball. And now I created my own podcast, and we just moving on from there, And within the last 3 to 4 months that I've been doing this thing, I have gained the most support that I've gained in all the years of doing my YouTube. So, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. But it doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop here. Although we hit that 1K, man, that beautiful 1K, we hit it. We have so much more work to do, so much more goals to accomplish, so much more videos to bring to the people, opinions, so much more people to meet, so much more people to change their lives for the better, of course. And, we doing it one day at a time, one person at a time, whether I get an influx of subscribers or if I don't get an influx of subscribers. We doing it. We doing it daily. It's all gas, no brakes. I told y'all that, like, when I first started this. And a lot of people would question, man, what does he mean by all gas, no brakes? What is it? What is he saying? I posted every single day for the last, I can't even tell you how. I started maybe in the starting of February, maybe end of January. And I posted every single day consistently. I said to myself when I was thinking about this podcast, I was like, you know what? All the other things that you've done, you put so much work into. And the thing about the difference between what you've done and what you're going to do now is that you got to be coming up consistently every single day. So I literally never missed a day of posting for the past few months. And I gained a total of over a good 700 subscribers, about 600 to 700 subscribers in just those 3 months. So I say that to say this, man. When I say all gas, no brakes, I mean, I'm doing this daily. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on. Every day is not perfect for me, for sure. I go through my battles. I go through my trials and tribulations, but I take it with my chin up. And I push forward. And that's what I'm going to be doing with this. It kind of reminds me of planting a seed. when you first start with the seed, you gotta make sure you get enough soil. You gotta get your water correct. You don't want to over germinate. You don't want to over water. You want this thing to grow, and you want it to grow whether it takes a little time to grow or whether it's getting that great energy, that great sunlight. Some days it's going to look like it's growing fast. Some days it's going to look like it's growing very, very slow. But the thing is, it's still growing. And soon from now, it'll bear fruit. It'll bear vegetables. And soon from now, this podcast will bear fruits. And it'll bear plenty of blessings for a lot of people. I'm thankful. I'm super, super thankful. And I don't take this for granted. We hit 1K. Our next goal, obviously, is going to be 10K. So we got a little work to do. And I'm all for the challenge. I'm all for the challenge. I love my people. My people love me. I do this for the people. I do this for the culture that we want to see. I do this because I want to make this place a better place. Real talk. And whether you disagree with me, whether you agree with me, we just here to have fun. We just here to make sure both sides are heard, and let the people pick, man. Let the people pick. They see what happens. They see the conversation. They can take the meat and spit out the bones. Pause. They can take it. They can take it. However you want to take it. Whether you like what you hear or you don't, you take what you want to hear out of it and you move on forward, man. With that being said, we still got more work to do. We still got more work to do, man. That means we got to get something going, man. We got to get something going. Let's continue. Let's bring the show. Let's do this. Episode number 48. Shout outs to the 1K one more time. Let's go, man. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Let me just get some things together here. Okay. Let's get some things together here. And we are going to start off in my hometown. We're going to start off so close to me, so close to home. Braintree, Massachusetts. We had a sick man stab 4 little girls in the AMC Braintree movie theater. And y'all say there ain't no out there on these streets. You gotta be kidding me, man. Let's tune into the video and see what's going on out here in these streets, man.
Manash, good morning to you. Walk us through each of these charges and the breaking new details that you have learned so far this morning.
Well, this is the first time that we've seen Revisa in court since his arrest over the weekend. Now, he is the man believed to have stabbed 6 people, including 4 girls, all under the age of 18. This before leading police on a chase that ended on the Cape. But, of course, today's hearing pertained only to what happened in Plymouth. And for that incident, he is facing armed assault to murder, 2 counts of assault and battery with a dangerous...
Look at this guy. Straight out of skate park, dude. I can't believe this sick dude would do such a thing to 4 innocent little girls. Demons come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. And when we see demons, we gotta call it out. Look at this demon. Look at this demon. This world is sick, man. Let's continue, man.
Weapon and indecent exposure. Police say after allegedly stabbing the 4 girls in Braintree, Revisa took off in a dark SUV, headed to Plymouth, where he stopped at a McDonald's on Route 3. At that McDonald's, police say he urinated in public, prompting an altercation with a 28-year-old man with a knife described as a long kitchen knife. Police say Revisa stabbed the man before going inside the McDonald's, where he stabbed a 21-year-old woman. Both are expected to survive. But after fleeing that scene, police found his car in Sandwich, where he led them on a pursuit before crashing. Now, it should be noted, he is also linked to a death investigation in Deep River, Connecticut. Now, as far as today, prosecutors asked...
I'm sick and tired of these people in the United States and all across the world, honestly, going around doing all this evil behavior, man. Tell me what was going on in his mind to go out to the AMC movie theater with a kitchen knife, stab 4 little girls, run from that scene, go to a McDonald's, piss all over the place, and then go get into a fight with 2 other people, stabs them.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
The judge to revoke Revisa's bail. The judge responded by saying he needs to take a competency and criminal responsibility test to get a better idea of his mental state. Now, once that test is over, we will know more, including what other charges he may face as a result of those other incidents. It's something that we'll be keeping you updated on. But for right now, we're live here in Plymouth. Manoj Kongwari.
Shout out to Manoj Kongwari, man. Shout out to him. That's actually my guy. Man, this is actually sick, bro. This is actually sick, honestly. Like, these type of people, what do you want me to say about them? What do you want me to say? You want me to say they deserve to be out here walking these streets? Oh no, put him in a mental asylum. He just needs help. Put him on some medication. Nah, man. He needs to be locked up in the darkest dungeon that we could find, just like the rest of these demons that be walking around here on these streets, man. Get him out of here, coach. Get him out of here, coach. Shake my head, man. Let me know what you guys think about that one down in the comments below. We're praying for these. We're praying for all the 4 little girls that got affected, and for these grown adults that got affected in these stabbings. It's a sad situation, man. It's really a sad situation. And that's right down the street from me, bro. That's right down the street. So I'm a little upset that this stuff was in around my neck of the woods. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's get into the next topic, y'all. Let's get into the next topic, and we bringing it to Los Angeles. Apparently, an actor was shot and killed in the streets of LA because he saw carjackers trying to get into his car, and he tried to recover his vehicle, and they ended up shooting and killing him. Let's tune into the video, man, and see what's going on out here in these LA streets.
Begin with breaking news. Actor Johnny Wachter has been identified as a victim of a deadly shooting in downtown LA.
Yeah, the 37-year-old was probably best known for appearing in nearly 200 General Hospital episodes. The shooting happened around 3 a.m. on Saturday. This is near the intersection of South Hope Street and West Pico Boulevard. Police say Wachter witnessed 3 men trying to steal his car's catalytic converter. And then when he tried to intervene, that's when the actor was shot. We spoke with his younger brother just a short time ago. He tells us, as you can imagine, the entire family is devastated.
I want them to know that he was a great man, he was a great brother, a great son, he was a loving guy, and everything he did it with all of his heart, and that it's a shame that he was taken from us and he didn't deserve that.
Of course, this is an ongoing investigation. Police are still searching for the suspects. Anyone out there with information is urged to contact the LAPD.
Sick. Sick. Absolutely sick. Come on, man. How you gonna shoot me for trying to recover my stuff? This is my stuff that I paid for. Man, R.I.P. to this man, bro. R.I.P. This is sad, sad, sad behavior out here in these streets, man. It's all over the place. It's in all the biggest cities, all the biggest states. It's like y'all love doing crime. What's good with y'all demons? This was an innocent man, probably just walking home, trying to go home. Sees you two at his car. Y'all decide to pull up y'all gun and start shooting. It's his car, bro. What are y'all doing, man? This is crazy. My God, man. I'm sick and tired of these people, man. I hope that they find them. I hope that they get rid of these dudes. I hope they lock these dudes up forever, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What? Really? What type of world are we living in? What type of world are we living in? This world is super, super sick. It's super evil. It's super evil, man. We try to spread this message. We try to spread the good positive vibes, positive energy. But we got to address these demonic stuff that be going on out here in these streets. Protect yourself, for real, man. Protect yourself. Let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments below. R.I.P. to this man. We're praying for the family. We're praying that they find peace. They get the answers and the justice that they deserve. Will justice ever be really served? Obviously not. Obviously not. Because he cannot get his life back. That's the saddest part of this whole situation, ladies and gentlemen. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Well, let's go on. Because now we got the show warmed up. And we addressed a lot of this that's been going on out here in these streets. We gonna bring it to Chicago. What do you think happened in Chicago this weekend? I'll let y'all go ahead, put it in the comments. Okay. A 5-year-old girl was shot and killed. Did you guess that? More evil in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tune into the video.
Now to a breaking news update. It is a sad fact that Memorial Day weekend is often marred by violence in Chicago. Tonight, a 5-year-old girl is one of those victims, shot and killed on the city's near west side. It happened early this morning, and at this hour, police are still searching for clues. CBS 2's Sade Gray tells us why neighbors say they are especially upset.
That 5-year-old girl was sitting in a car when she was shot. She was taken to Stroger Hospital, where she later died.
Because the child shouldn't have been out here until 3 o'clock, and you know, this ain't no safe haven.
Frustration.
5-year-old girl in a car, super innocent, can't do nothing in the streets because bullets. Because of bullets, because of gangs, because of evil. It's sickening. Sickening to continue to see so many young people dying in these streets. And other than y'all coming together and saying, you know what, enough is enough. We don't want this anymore. Y'all demons keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. I'm tired of y'all blaming victim mentality. I'm tired of y'all blaming the police. I'm tired of y'all blaming the justice system. This has to stop. I don't care who you're beefing with. I don't care who killed who. I don't care who made a song about who, what, where. All this nonsense that y'all be fighting and rolling up blunts to and smoking tukas and all this extra stupidness. Y'all are wilding out there in these streets. This is supposed to be our generational wealth. This is supposed to be your generational wealth. Let's do better, man. Let's do better. Come on, man. Come on.
From a near West Side neighbor who didn't want to be identified after a 5-year-old girl was shot and killed.
3 o'clock in the morning in a car. Come on, man.
The shooting happened around 3:30 a.m. in the 200 block of South Campbell Avenue in the near West Side neighborhood.
Yeah. Who had a baby out? Who had a toddler out 5 a.m. in the morning at 3 a.m. in Chicago? Who did that? Who did that? Look at how many shell. 46 is the highest number I see right here. 46. That's insane.
I just found a crime scene right here. Jackson and Campbell is pacing in the street.
Police say a group was standing outside when shots were fired. At least 60 evidence markers lined the street where the shooting happened.
51, 60, over 60 bullets, bro. Man, this evil is so bad in the streets. So bad in the streets. All you can really do is say, when can we see this be officially ended? When? How many others have to die until everybody says in Chicago, we ain't doing this demonic energy? This is what y'all allowed to happen, man. Y'all are getting weak out there. Y'all are getting real weak. Real weak. Real weak. Y'all just letting these demons come out here and shoot up everybody, kill each other. It's wild. It's wild. This is backwards altogether. But let's continue, man.
I heard one shot, then 30, 40 more shots.
The girl was in a parked vehicle when she was shot in the abdomen and taken to the hospital and later died. A 24-year-old man was shot in the thigh and taken to Stroger in good condition.
Stupid. How you gonna go through life saying, I killed a baby?
Addressing the crimes in the community.
At a roll call designed as a show of solidarity with the police during a typical violent weekend, police addressed the little girl's death.
Tragedies like that do happen across the city, and as a district commander and as a police officer, it really hits home anytime there's a loss of life. When we have juveniles like that, it really hits home. It's difficult to handle. It's difficult for our responding officers. That's somebody's child, brother, sister, cousin.
This comes as a continuation of violence this Memorial Day weekend so far. According to Chicago police data, at least 25 people have been shot since Friday night. 5 are dead, including that 5-year-old girl. Last year, over the holiday weekend, 47 people were wounded and 9 died. In 2022, 50 people were shot and 9 of them were killed.
That's only over a Memorial Day weekend in Chicago. Let's get that straight. 47 people shot last year. 2 years ago, 50 people shot, 9 dead. This year, 25 people shot, 5 dead. Wow. Seriously, y'all. This is absolutely trash. Trash what's going on out here in Chicago. It's trash.
Killed.
Oh, man, when do we stop this?
Detectives are investigating the circumstances surrounding this incident. No one has been arrested. Reporting at Stroger Hospital, Sade Gray, CBS 2 News.
No one has been arrested. This person has probably been out there on the streets before, doing his dirt. Probably has multiple situations like this. Chicago is full of demons. I don't care what nobody says. Get it together. Get it together. Clean up your streets. If y'all got to turn to the church, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below, man. Wild behavior. Wild behavior. If y'all got to go to war with these gangs, y'all might have to get it under. You're like, who's raising these kids? Who's raising these people? Who's raising these demons? Where is the source that is forming and preying on all these kids that end up getting manipulated and demonized and weaponized to go delete other people and themselves at the same time? I don't understand it. I literally cannot understand why you would sign yourself up to go and try to delete another crew, knowing that you have the possibility to be deleted yourself. It doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense. It'll never make sense. It'll never make sense, man. But again, like I said, let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments below, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate y'all, man. If y'all made it this far, I love y'all. I love you, man. I love you. This is a happy 1K special, man. You know, we doing this pre-recorded because I just did not feel like getting on live tonight. I wanted to put this on and give it to the people and just let the people watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back on live again shortly, but I am in the process of starting to move, so I will probably not be going live for a little while. If I can, I will. You know, but if I can't, it's all good at the same time because, you know, I will still be consistently posting every single day until the end of the year. So you guys get used to me. Get comfortable. I ain't going nowhere. We just gonna get better and better. Y'all will soon see a new studio. Y'all will soon see a new mic. Y'all will soon see new camera. It will soon be upgraded for sure. It was one of my goals to hit 1,000, and I said, you know what, if I can hit 1,000, then I'll definitely try to make this thing a better stream. So I appreciate y'all, man, for real, dude. I really do appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's been a blessed year for me so far. Like I say all the time, it's not always perfect, but you know, we strive for greatness every single day. We let it be known, and not only by what we say, but what we do. It's go time. I've been in go mode. I've been ready to take over. I've been preparing for this moment, respectfully, and I love the position that I'm in. But I understand right now is a great time to celebrate, but we just still got so much more work to do. So I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I hope y'all are locked in with me, and I hope y'all are doing what y'all have to do in life to knock off any goal that you have, any dream that you have. I hope that y'all are pushing towards it, because, you know, it's you against you at the end of the day. Whether you have to stand up and do this thing on your own, or whether you got so much people giving you support and giving you, you know, mad feedback, or whatever the case may be, like, it's you. You got to show up still every day, regardless of what. You have to show up. You have to be consistent. You have to put the time in. You have to be dedicated to it. And nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to realize that. And that's the mentality that I'm going with throughout this next year. And we are going to see what happens with this greatness. I appreciate y'all. It's been a magnificent, like I said, magnificent week so far. I will be moving soon, so I am packing up a lot of stuff right now. I'm starting to do the packing up. So I'm excited for what the rest of the year has in store for us. We still got a plenty of things to accomplish, and I just love it for us. So let's get into the next video. I don't know what's going on out here in these streets, especially around, you know, the Midwest area. But y'all been getting hit with some dangerous weather. Extreme tornadoes have been landing, and apparently a mother and two of her children died in one of these storms. Let's tune into the video and see what's going on out here in these streets.
New survey reports from Saturday night's tornado outbreak now confirm a fourth tornado.
And the National Weather Service says the one that hit Valley View was an EF3 rather than an EF2 as originally scored. It was on the ground for 48 miles from near Bowie in Montague County through Cook County to Pilot Point in Denton County. Surveyors say the twister that hit Salina and destroyed several homes and damage there was registered at EF3 level.
The Weather Service also says there were two EF1s. One of those hit the marina on Lake Ray Roberts in Denton County. The other touched down in Collin County.
3 of the people killed by the tornado in Valley View were in a mobile home when it hit 49-year-old Laura Esparza in the middle of your screen, and her 2 children, Miranda on the left and Marco on the right.
Laura's husband was with them, tried to shield everybody. He is currently in the hospital. Fox 4's David Santendri talked with the children's sister about the devastating loss the family is.
That's really sad, man. A whole family, so innocent, nothing really that, you know, they were doing to deserve anything like this to happen to them. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I know that the dad has to be extremely sad. It's sad. It's a sad moment. We're praying for the family, of course. I wish it wasn't like this, honestly, but you know, the Mother Nature just works in a mysterious way, man. Let's continue.
Is now dealing with David.
Well, before the tornado, the family's trailer was across the street, but now it's nothing. Their vehicles were also across the street, but right now you can see one of these vehicles right here, and then over in front of me is another one of their vehicles, this truck. And unfortunately, the family tells me this is where the mother's body was found, and a neighbor says she was holding onto the hand of one of her children, the other child, not too far away.
I wish that I could give myself for them to be here, but it's not how it is.
Marisol Esparza cannot grasp the loss of her 9-year-old brother Marco, 15-year-old sister Miranda, and 49-year-old mother Laura.
I heard my little brother's voice this morning and I turned around and he wasn't there. My mom didn't pick up the phone, my sister didn't pick up the phone. I realized that we're gone.
An EF3 tornado ripped through their Valley View community Saturday evening.
I was texting my sister. I said I was scared. She said she was scared. said it was going to be okay. Nothing's going to happen. And then we lost signal. I didn't hear from them again.
And that was the last time you spoke with her?
That was the last time I spoke to her.
Mary Soul, 29 years old, lives across town. She says her parents and 3 siblings lived in a mobile home off Green Meadow Drive, where now you only see a debris field.
Everything's gone. All of it.
That's sad, man. That's actually really, really sad. Oh, man. Man, I know, like, in certain situations like this, you're like, you think in your head, like, what would you do? Well, how would you try to prevent yourself from dying in this situation? And, like, you can't even think like that, because you never know. You never know what would happen. It seems like it's a good thing to prepare for this stuff to happen, like, you know, to get into a bunker or something. But man, when this thing just comes out of nowhere all suddenly and whatnot, this is wild to experience, man. I feel so bad for the family, man.
Her father laid on top of the family in an effort to shield them while sheltering from the tornado in a bathroom.
He got on top of them, and he said the next thing he knows, he's flying.
Her father and 24-year-old brother, while seriously injured, survived. The others did not.
My sister, my little brother, and my mom were underneath the vehicle.
Mary Soul broke news to her father in a hospital.
He said, "Where's your mom and where are your sister and your brother?" And I said, "Dad, they're not here anymore." He said, "They're gone." I will forever remember the yell, the screaming that I heard from my dad once I told him, the crying.
You've never heard him cry before?
He doesn't cry. My dad's strong. He doesn't cry.
7 people were...
Dang, man. I understand, bro. Oh, man. Nah, man, that's sad. That's really, really sad. That's really, really sad, man. Honestly. Having to now bury your wife and your 2 kids. Man, nothing you can say, nothing you can do to replace this. Nothing, man. Extremely sad, bro.
Were killed and more than 100 injured after multiple tornadoes hit North Texas Saturday evening.
I just know that it came so sudden. So sudden.
Nearly half of lives lost are a part of the Esparza family.
My mom took her babies with her.
Mary Soul, more than a decade older than Marco and Miranda, felt as if she was their protector. So while there's overwhelming damage to her community,
everything torn to pieces,
it pales in comparison to the pain inside of her heart.
They were my babies. They were my everything. We always said that if something happened to our parents, that I would take care of them.
That's sad, man. That's sad, man. Tornadoes is going crazy in the Midwest. So y'all that live out there, man, be safe. Be safe, please. We're praying for that family. Praying that they get peace. I'm praying that they get comfort. That's a sad situation, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, y'all. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts, man. That's sad. That is a sad one right there. We done. I think it's time that we move on onto some more better news. Not really better, I should say, but more news. Just a different type of news. Nothing tragic, nothing crazy. We have some news here that I personally did not know. And the Pope. Why nobody like to bring the Pope to the front of the congregation, man? Why nobody like bringing the Pope to the front of the congregation? I just heard over this past week that the Pope approved blessings of same-sex marriages. As long as they did not practice or do church activities. I mean, real talk. What's the point then? What's the point? Let's tune into the video, y'all, and see what's going on out here in these streets.
14 past the hour, breaking news from the Vatican. Pope Francis has approved a landmark ruling that will allow Catholic priests to administer blessings to same-sex couples as long as they are not part of regular church rituals or liturgies. NBC's Claudio Lavanga joins us from Rome. Claudio, what more can you tell us about this decision?
Hi, Jose. Well, this was officialized in a document that was sent out about a couple of hours ago from the Vatican's very powerful doctrine office. Essentially, in there, it says that from now on, Catholic priests around the world are allowed to bless same-sex couples, provided, as you mentioned in your intro, that they are not mistaken or confused with an actual marriage, which, in the eyes of the Catholic Church, can only happen between a man and a woman. Now, this comes with a couple of conditions. It is still related to this fact that it shouldn't be confused with a marriage. Well, first of all, it says that the blessing cannot happen at the same time as a civil union, and also that during this blessing, the blessing cannot be accompanied with some rituals like clothing or gestures or words. There are more.
Really?
Catholics. This is y'all top guy. This is y'all top guy. This is y'all mans. That's why I be seeing so much LGBTQ flags outside these Catholic churches now. I get it now. I get it. So they got you, Pope. They got you. You know why? I think they got you? I wouldn't be surprised if the Pope was doing some funny business like that too. I'll be honest with you. Oh, y'all wasn't expecting that one, huh? Y'all wasn't expecting that. Oh yeah, no. These popes and these priests and these Catholic churches be doing some wild, crazy stuff out here in these streets too. Don't think we don't know. Don't think it ain't out there. Y'all be touching kids and y'all maps and all types of nonsense too. So, what's the point? I don't understand. You bless them, but they're not married under God, because in the Catholic eyes, marriage can only be from man to woman. I don't get it. I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Either they married or they not married. What's a blessing? I'm confused. Y'all are wild behavior, man. This is wild behavior. Let's continue, though.
Proper to an actual marriage. Still, despite these conditions, this comes as a major breakthrough for the LGBTQ plus community, especially Catholic LGBTQ plus around the world. Even though this is not entirely surprising, because this is exactly what Pope Francis said at the beginning of October this year, when he responded to a letter written to him by 5 conservative cardinals who challenged him to be open to describe what the actual Catholic Church teaching on homosexuality is right now. That came before a major meeting with the cardinals, and back then he
that conversation is gone. That conversation's listen. I wish all you LGBT, gay, queer, lesbian, trans, whatever you want to describe yourself all as, criminals. I wish all you guys the best. I want you to know that. But at the same time, if I don't want to be, or if I do not identify myself as what you want me to identify as, respectfully, we can just go our separate ways. It does not have to be a oh, cancel me, or it does not have to be protest against them. No, we have our differences of opinion. You stand this way, I stand that way. We can live in the world the same way. There's nothing wrong with that. We are not enemies. We are just not the same. That's all. That's all. And I feel like the Christian and the not even, this is not about Christians, sorry. This is about Catholics. I feel like the Catholics have allowed this to infiltrate their church. Amen. Amen. Hey man, y'all don't want me to talk about it? We can talk about it. We can talk about it. Listen, I love everybody. I love everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you've been. But church is church. The Bible is the Bible. Like, are we going to follow it? Or are we just going to switch it up every year or so and add new stuff to it? Because this is new behavior to me. This is new behavior to a lot of us. I'm confused. I'm a little confused, just like you are, but let's continue.
Responded in a letter saying exactly that he believes that same-sex couples should receive a blessing, provided that this is not confused or mistaken with an actual marriage. Well, this, of course, will come as it will be welcome, this officialization of what he said by LGBTQ plus Catholics around the world, but not probably welcomed by these conservative cardinals who clearly were against this idea, Jose.
Claudio Lavanga in Rome, thank you so very much.
Man, I'm so glad I grew up Pentecostal, because, man, that church was so strict, but it taught me so much discipline. And, those values and those morals that I've learned, I'll never forget. Regardless of what you're doing on the streets, it's your body. You do what you want. But you cannot force me to believe or to think that I want to be or I am attracted to the same sex. I'm all set. Respectfully, I'm not doing it. There's lines and boundaries that I just cannot cross. And you can say what you want. Oh, he's just not in with his feminine side. All that nonsense, you could stop. You could talk. You could bring that somewhere else. We ain't doing that here. I'm letting you know right now. Like, sorry, y'all. Sorry. And I love everybody. I really do. But this is weird behavior. But this is not what my whole point was. Because I heard this, right? I heard this was going on down in the Pope's world. And at the same time, literally today, I heard this man was apologizing. You guys might see this a couple weeks after, whatever the case may be, a couple days after, so it might not be present. But this man apologized. This man apologized because he said something in Italian, in an Italian language, and the word was pretty much, he called them fags. He called them fags. And it was in Italian. Yeah. He pretty much was like, yo, I don't want these preaching or being priest in the Catholic Church. He said that to his main guy, to one of his main people. Like, they were having a conversation, and this guy or whoever was in the room heard this guy say this, heard the Pope say this, because apparently the Pope actually feels how he feels about the situation, but because the whole world is watching, he gotta move accordingly, or he will probably get replaced. Respectfully, I'm just being honest here. He said he doesn't want these dudes doing no priesting. He don't want them being in the ministry. Let's tune into the video, y'all. Pope apologizes for using gay slurs, vulgar terms, they say. Let's tune into the video.
Pope Francis is now issuing an apology after reports surfaced that he used a vulgar term during a closed-door meeting with Italian bishops last week. 2 Italian newspapers cited sources inside that meeting who say the Pope used a homophobic slur when telling the bishops not to allow gay men to train for the priesthood. International correspondent Alice Gibson joining us now from Rome with more on the Pope's apology. This is jarring news on multiple fronts here. What did he say? What have we learned? And what's the reaction coming in?
Well, we've just had a statement from Matteo Bruni, who is the Pope's official spokesperson in the Vatican, saying pretty briefly that the Pope is aware of these articles, of these media reports in Italian newspapers, also saying something that we hear from the Pope a lot when he's making speeches in public, that in the church there is room for everyone. And then he gets into the...
Get your hands off my head, man. Don't be touching me like that. I know if I was one of them kids, I'd slap his hand right off my head like, yo, what you doing, bro? What you doing? I mean, real talk, though. The Pope. What are we going to do about him? He apologizes after he realizes, oh, I really don't feel how I feel about what I said about y'all 5 months ago, but I'm going to give you the blessing, which is all dandy, like literally, for real. Okay, y'all want to get married? Cool. Go ahead, get married. In your world, you're married. But he really still believes that they should not be married. They should not be gay. They should not be transgender. He really still truly believes that. So when he's now having this personal conversation with his team, and, you know, the word slips out, whatever he said it in Italian, but he said the word. When that word slipped out, and it got back to the press, he came out now. He's like, oh, my God, they caught me. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen. The world is wild. Wild, crazy. Wild, crazy. And they will try to cancel you. They will try to do everything they can to get you to understand that there are more than one gender, or that you can like another gender. The same gender. And if you choose not to do that, you're the problem. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, I'm not the problem. We are not the problem. You guys are the problem. Y'all will always be the problem. I don't care how you take it. I might offend you. I apologize. But at the end of the day, I feel the way I feel. And that is just how I feel. I'm not changing it. You can feel the way you feel. You don't have to change. I'm not asking you to change. Stop asking me to change, though. I am free to be a single man. Sorry. I am free to be a straight man that likes women. It is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why y'all making this such a big thing. Y'all have the rights. Y'all can get married. Y'all could have been got married at courthouses. I don't know why you now have to go and attack the Catholic Church, attack Christian churches. Next, you guys are going to try to go after the Muslim church. Leave the churches alone. Let the church be the church and let the world be the world. You don't need to infiltrate the church. And this is exactly what's happening. I remember at one point, there was a point where you go into church, and if you're gay or not, or you're bisexual, whatever, people are going to be like, I'm glad you're here, but here's how Jesus feels about this. Here's how the Word of God says it about this. And you can take it or you can leave it. But now it's like, okay, they're coming in. Not only do we have to accept them, now we have to, because we already accepted them. It's not like people are stoning people. People are doing what they did back in the biblical days. They are accepted. They're in diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're getting jobs. Nothing in the real rights is getting taken away. But it's this victim mentality, just kind of like the black community has a victim mentality. I guess every community has some type of victim mentality, but specifically they have a victim mentality against Christians. As if we are casting stones, as if we are the ones that are out here telling them that they should die. No. It's simple. We just moving how we moving. Like, you don't have to accept it, and we don't have to accept that. Like, let it go.
The apology itself, he says the Pope never intended to offend or express himself in homophobic terms. He extends his apologies to those who felt offended by the use of a term reported by others. Now, reading that statement pretty carefully, what I think stands out is that, yes, while we do have this apology from the Pope via his spokesperson for anybody who might have been offended by the potential use of this homophobic term, the statement, the Pope's spokesperson does not actually admit, does not come clear and say that the Pope actually used that offensive, derogatory term that's been reported in Italian newspapers.
And again, but yes, thank you for clarifying that, but not denying it is almost the same practical effect as admitting it. And according to the Associated Press, he used a variation of a word that begins with the letter F to typically refer in a derogatory fashion to gay men, which is striking, just the Pope using that kind of language, but
Look, they don't even want to say it on camera. He doesn't even want to say the word. They can't, it's like they can't say the word or they're afraid they'll lose their job type of thing. If it's a vulgar word, I get it. I get it. You shouldn't be calling them vulgar words, especially in the position of the Pope. You should not be doing that. But if you're trying to get your message across and you say, hey, this is my church, this is our church, this is how we believe, this is what we believe, and the way we want to move is you guys are not allowed to, you guys can attend the church, y'all can attend whatever y'all want to attend, but y'all cannot be in the ministry. I don't know what's so hard to get about that. I remember growing up, I remember seeing in my church, because it was strict. It wasn't like the Catholic Church. It was a whole different ball game. It was a Pentecostal church. Yo, like real talk, the women had to wear skirts. They always wore skirts. Men and women were not to be showing love and affection in front of everyone. That was not a thing. What else? It was so much rules that you could not get on the pulpit if you were doing certain things, if you were not living some type of godly life. It was well known. Like, there were rules. And you abided by the rules. It taught you discipline, and it taught you how to deal with certain situations, how to overcome certain situations, how to be a better person. It taught you those goals, those morals. It gifted wisdom. But instead, people are now turning it and acting like it's a problem. No, it's not a problem. This is how the church moves. This is how the church moves. We ain't gonna use no vulgar language, but this is how the church move. If you're gay, unfortunately. If you're fornicating, unfortunately. If you're committing adultery, unfortunately. If you're stealing, unfortunately. Like, it's that simple. We're trying to live good life, good, godly lives. And what is the point? What is the problem with that? I don't understand. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, man. Let's continue.
Has a more inclusive reputation than others who've come before him in this job.
Yeah, and I think it's useful to get into the context of when he actually is reported to have used this derogatory term. So, according to these reports that we have in Italian newspapers, the Pope used this term on the 20th of May, so very recently, when he was meeting with Italian bishops behind closed doors, and they were actually discussing, according to these reports, the Pope's continuing opposition. This is a position that he's clarified in the past, his opposition to openly gay men actually being allowed to serve in the priesthood. Now, we do have a major Italian newspaper, the Corriere della Sera, reporting that anonymous bishops telling the newspaper that because the Pope's first language is not Italian, of course he's originally from Argentina, so his first language is Spanish, that he might not have been aware of how offensive the term is that he's reported to have used. But look, I think undoubtedly this is going to undermine the Pope's reputation as someone who over the years has really reached out to the LGBTQ community in terms of, in the early days of his papacy, saying, it's not my place to judge gay people. That was a remark that really went around the world several years ago when he first used it, as well as more recent moves such as allowing priests to bless same-sex couples.
Well, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. The priest, the Pope, he's one of them now. He's one of them. Y'all gonna be raising a whole lot of kids that think that they're either gay, bisexual, or transgender. Just know that the Catholic Church is going to be a brand new look with a whole lot of confused people thinking that there's more than two genders. That's what the Catholic Church is. I see it now. I see it now. Well, kudos to them. Kudos to them. The church has gotten a lot weaker, especially certain churches. Let's be honest here, man. The churches have gotten so weak. So weak. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not hate. It's not hate. It's just rules. And we have to separate it. The world could be half this, they could be half that. America's a melting pot of a bunch of different religions, and we get that. But just because we have differences of opinions doesn't mean that I can't have my opinion. Let me know y'all thoughts about that down in the comments below, man. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Let's get into the final topic of the night. I wanted to address this. I had to address this. It's our president, former President Trump. I'm actually very disappointed today. Trump would stoop this low. And the people that he decided to bring out at his New York rally was rapper Sleepy Hollow and Chef G. We can't make this stuff up. Let's tune into the video, y'all.
Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump. Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say.
I don't even know who these guys are. I mean, out of all the people, Trump, out of all the people you decide to bring up on stage in New York City, one of the biggest states that you need to win, you decided to bring up rappers. Rappers. Let's give it up for Trump, man. I didn't know you was gonna stoop this low. I thought Biden stooped low last year, last term, when he got Cardi B up there. You went to the gangsters. Who are these guys?
Always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us.
Make America great again.
Thank you, fellas.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Make America great again. Man, you sound like a migrant. What is going on out here in these streets, man? Real talk. Come on, Trump. Come on, man. That was weak. That was weak. Do better, man. Do better, man. And let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments below, man. This man really brought out rappers. Not no doctors, not no athletes, rappers. The worst part of the community. You got to be kidding me, man. I mean, seriously, Trump. Wild behavior out here, bro. Wild. Let me know how you guys feel about that down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We made it to the end of the show, man. Happy 1K. Happy 1K. Thank you guys so much for all the love, all the support, all the viewerships. I appreciate y'all to the max, man. Y'all are the reason I try and push every single day to do this. And I could not be more grateful for the people that tune into me, because y'all are like-minded. Although you might not always agree with me, y'all still follow, y'all still tune in, and y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are. And we have the conversation. And I appreciate that. I really do, because I want, as much as I want my voice to be heard, I want y'all voice to be heard too. So I see the comments, I do, and I like to address the comments. So make sure you guys leave comments on the videos. Make sure you guys tune in. Turn on those notification bells. Hit that like, that subscribe button on every video y'all see. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. It's been a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful episode. I know every episode is not perfect. I say this all the time, but I am growing. We are growing together. Y'all are seeing it happen. Y'all are seeing it happen. We got more work to do. We got more work to do. I hope y'all are down, man. Soon from now, we're going to be seeing a 0 there next to that 1K. And we're going to be like, hey, man, we did it. We did it again. You know what I mean? We're going to look back and say, we did it. 10K. And then we're going to try to hit the next goal. That's how we doing it, man. That's how we doing it. We got a little work to do, though. We got 9,000 to go. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership, man. Until next time, it's your boy Dgotsauce. Peace.